Hello everyone, Miss Carrie here. Today I'm going to create a fun wreath card for Christmas. I'll be working with a few new collections from Trinity Stamps, including the Simply Sentimental Holiday Collection, which comes with the word holiday in various fonts and smaller typeset sentiments. There's also a matching die set, which I'll be using today. I'm also going to bring in the Circle Wreath add-on. This is designed to go with the Trinity Stamps Circle card. It creates a card shape in the form of a circle, and the wreath is an additional item you can purchase for the holidays to build on top of it. Before we get started, let me show you everything that you're going to need for this holiday wreath card. I did cut everything out ahead of time so that we have more time to work on the project. I have a simple white circle card base. This was cut with that circle card die. There is a little score impression line here so that it makes it really easy to fold. I have also cut the wreath parts in various shades of green cardstock and some holly pieces and berries. I cut out one large wreath piece and two small wreath pieces. These were all cut from different shades of green to create a nice variation of color on the card. I have cut the word holidays using the script font and its shadow layer. I cut two in white and the shadow layer in vellum. Now, this is the font that I chose for the sentiment on my card, but the holidays die set has multiple fonts that could be used, and each one of them has a shadow layer. So feel free to use the one that fits your card design best. I have also stamped some candy shapes. These were stamped using the candy jar stamp set. I'm also going to bring in some stencils and inks to color these. If you don't have the stencils, you can use this solid stamp right here to fill in the candy. I'll be using the stencils today because I want to share some fun new techniques with you. All right, so I have brought in that full wreath card that I shared on Instagram because I want to show you how you can use this wreath design in multiple ways. For both of these cards, I did cut two of the smaller wreath layer. When I adhere these two layers together, it's going to give a sturdy base for my holly leaves to stick to. And it's going to add a little bit of dimension without making it too bulky for mailing. If you want to add extra dimension, you can use foam tape, but keep in mind that the more layers you add means higher postage. It's best to minimize the layers as much as possible. For my Christmas card, I cut out holly leaves. On the fall card, I use the boxwood leaves. The tiny dots that are on the wreath are the berries that are going to be placed on the holly leaves. I just used them in a different way. I'm going to flip over this smaller wreath and start adhering my holly leaves to the back. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue to the tip, and then I'm going to place them right along the edge here. Now you do want to make sure that they don't stick out too far because this is designed to sit on top of that circle card and fit inside an A2 size envelope. If you extend it too much past the larger wreath, you might have to adjust the size of the envelope you're using. On the fall card, I added those boxwood leaves on the inside of the wreath also. On this holiday card, the sentiment is going to sit in the center, so I'm only adding holly leaves around the edge. If you're going to place your sentiment in a different spot, you could add holly leaves or boxwood leaves to the center as well. All right, I'm going to add this last little holly leaf and pop it down right here. And then I'm going to adhere this small wreath over the top of the larger one. Like I said, if you want to bring some more dimension to this, you could add some foam tape in between the layers. All right, now we are going to add those berries. A pickup stick or tweezers is going to make adding these dots to the wreath go a lot quicker. I swear I use this pickup stick in almost every project, between picking up tiny dies, gems, or stickers. There are lots of ways that this tool can be used. Now, if you don't want to fuss with these small die cuts, you could use some glitter glue or gems for a sparkly touch. All right, I did skip ahead because you did not need to sit and watch me add all of those berries. But I did want to show you what this looked like once it was finished. It's such a cute little wreath, and it could be used on so many card making projects. All right, now for the fun part. We're going to decorate our candy. You can color these by hand or simplify it by using the stencils that are designed to go with this set. On the fall card, I use the little candy corns. There are also stenciled images for those as well. This makes it really easy to add color to these tiny little images. So I'm just going to line up this first stencil image with the peppermint candy. I'm going to bring in the Bamboo Leaves Memento ink, which is a bright green, and I'm just going to fill in these spaces. I am using a dye ink, but you can bring in whatever color medium you like. You could use markers, distress ink pads, hybrid ink, watercolor, or pencils. If you don't have these stencils, you could also use some solid stamps and add details with a white gel pen. All right, so I have the green layers down. I'm just going to wipe off my stencil real quick, and then I'm going to bring in the red and add another layer of ink. Now I'm going to color my peppermint candies white, red, and green, so I'm not going to use that third stencil. You could add other colors to this if you like, maybe a pink or a light blue. You can also bring in some glitter texture paste or some clear embossing ink with glitter powder. That would add a little bit of shimmer and shine to these candies. I would love to know how you are going to color your little candies. Are you going to make them simple red and green, or are you going to add some other colors to it as well? All right, so I have finished coloring in all of my little candies. I'm going to grab the matching die and cut these out, and then we're going to move on to assembling the card. Off camera, I stamped the word happy in the center of that card base. I did add a little bit of blue ink in the background just to help it pop. I'm going to go ahead and glue my wreath down in the center. And then I'm going to bring in those little candy pieces and glue them around that wreath. I am just adhering these down with a little bit of glue. If you want to add dimension, you could add some foam tape behind each one of these. You could also bring in some extra gems or pearls to spruce this up a little bit. I'm just going to keep this design simple with the little peppermint candies. On my fall card, I added a little bow to the wreath. Originally, I wasn't planning on adding a bow to this, but now I think it needs it. So I'm not going to be adding any candy at the top there. I'm going to leave that space open for a bow. Let's finish up our sentiment. I'm going to add a tiny dab of glue on the back. And then I'll use the tweezers to help me get these in place. Take your time when you're laying this down. It does take a moment to get it centered, but once it's in place, it creates such a lovely sentiment. Now, I am one who likes to create a little dimension with my sentiments, so I did cut a second layer. I'm just going to repeat the process and adhere this second layer in place. All right, now all we have to do is adhere this to the center of the wreath, and now we have a completed card. As I mentioned earlier, I wasn't planning on adding the bow, but it really needs one. I love the way it looks on this fall card. So I have just cut out the same pieces from white cardstock and vellum. I'm just going to adhere these two layers together, and then I'll pop it right here in the upper left-hand corner of the card. I think this finishes it off perfectly. For a little extra magic, I did add some white gel pen dots, just like I did on the fall card. This adds a little bit of sparkle and highlights. As you can see, these two cards are very similar. You can adapt this design for fall, spring, or any occasion by changing up the colors and the decorations. The best part about this design is that you can make it your own. The little details you add will make a big difference. I hope today's project inspired you to try something new and give this wreath project a try. I'd love to see what you create, so please share your ideas in the comments below. I want to thank you for joining me today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the description for a full supply list and my affiliate link to the Trinity Stamps shop. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I can't wait to see what you create.